What's good with YouTube? You already know. Big Flocker with a convict's reaction, man. Top of the morning. Hope everybody's having a positive, productive day. You already know what we're going to do. We're going to get to it. Another reaction for you guys. But before we do so, please hit the like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell notification, man, to get more reactions you're going to get in the future, man. So today, what I'm going to be doing is, there's a channel with individuals. That's a friend of mine, Big Lou. You know what I'm saying? It's called What It Do with Big Lou, man. He's about almost 600 subscribers. He touches base on stuff, anything from the mob activity to his time in prison to sports to wrestling, all kinds of different things. So you got to get a whole lot of different type of content, man. But he did one video in particular that was about people staying in their lane, and Lou's a real solid dude, man. He's not afraid to advocate for what's right and to speak his mind on certain things, man. So he did this video. It's about 9 minutes long, man, but it's a really, really good video, man. And it kind of discusses about, how people maybe conduct themselves on YouTube, how people are just pretty much the self-soldiering that you would experience in the YouTube genre nowadays. As and it's just not just the prison, it could be the mob, it could be rap, just certain things, man. We come from an era in culture that this is what you would call unbecoming. This isn't like appropriate conduct. It's not the etiquette of what's expected. If you once lived this life and were a part of the lucha, the struggle, the cause. So we're gonna get to it, man. And this video is called, I think, "Staying in Your Lane." Basically, man. I'm gonna put the description for you guys to subscribe, tap into it, and like his channel. Let me get to this though. I gotta upload the video real quick, and I get straight to it as always, man. Let me see downloads. Let me see right here. It's called Yo People. Y'all need to stay in your lane. Here we go.
What up, YouTube? You already know, Big Lou tapping back in with What It Do with Big Lou, NFZR2, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and bypass the normal little, first time you come to the channel, sub, like, and share, and all that with your family, friends, and folks, and peoples, and all that stuff, because I've been hearing some things again that, we addressed it on the no-fly zone Ricans, but I really never really addressed it here on What It Do.
No Fly Zone was another channel that Big Lou was part of, man, where he was doing stuff with fellow Puerto Ricans. Lou is of Latin descent, but he's also Puerto Rican, man, and he's proud of his culture, man.
With Big Lou, and NFZR2 is part of my title, so it's still a no-fly zone Rican staying on mines. Carlos and Nelson, we're still strong with it. It's just that things are, people have lives off of YouTube. Therefore, what I said that to say this is that Nelson and Carlos have been busy with work and family stuff and their personal lives, and we haven't been on the no-fly zone Ricans in a minute. But
See, that's the same thing like with me and Rojo on the convict's perspective. Our life started to go in different directions, man. And I had more time than he did. He started working and doing stuff. So we kind of couldn't always be on the same page or same level. And sometimes it makes you put a little bit more pressure on your co-host. You know what I'm saying? Let me put my volume down on my phone real quick. I'm trying. Okay.
nonetheless, the no-fly zone Ricans is the main channel, the mother channel, so to speak, and everything's been, basically it's been going strong through What It Do with Big Lou, and I'm a representative of the no-fly zone Ricans all day, every day. Can't stop, won't stop on mines. When it comes to that.
So No Fly Zone Ricans, check it out, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of these other individuals are from the East Coast. Lou's tapped into him. Lou's a fanatic about the mob activities as well, man. And he's also a historian. He's pretty one of the very few people that I could talk to about the history and stuff like that and piggyback off certain situations. He's asked me questions. I've asked him questions. We've discussed a lot of things, man. He's one person I enjoy discussing the history, the components about who, what, where, when, why. He's pretty good at it, man. And that's one thing you will get from Lou is you'll see in the comments sometimes in my videos, he'll do a whole good little spill about things.
But the things that I've been seeing and hearing lately, again, And again, I always address this, and this is how you know that people ain't really about that life, even though they want to make it sound like it. They want to, if it's for entertainment purposes only, or they're trying to just portray something they're not. That they're trying to be what they think is the in crowd or something. I don't know what it is, but it's ridiculous, and you know that these people are not about it.
Speak your mind, brother. I've been saying that the whole time, man. And that goes to just show what I mean, like I've discussed before, sometimes personas on, and this has nothing to do with the prison genre, but in a general gist of things, that sometimes people portray themselves to be something that maybe they're not. And I mean, I've seen stuff to where people are giving more are looking at people and commending them on a higher level than what they ever were, and then downplaying other people who were really about that life, that were really with the functions and stuff. And it just sometimes he's talked to me, Toko's talked to me, Chango's talked to me, and sometimes they kind of are flabbergasted by that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and I think that he's going in the direction that speaking your language means speaking the things that you're involved in and what you know, or have the ability to speak upon, because sometimes it's becoming people are more about their opinions of things, and sometimes that could put out a lot of false information, man, real quick. Let's see where he's gonna go with this though.
You got some people that want to come on here and accuse other people of flip flopping, but in the meantime, that's exactly what they've been doing. Also, I'm very big on this. You don't call people rats and child molesters or rapists without no type of proof of this. Basically, you're just saying shit like this just to what you think getting back tick for tat against somebody else, or because somebody else did something you didn't like, so then you hit them with this shit. You know what I mean? And it's obvious that, like, again, I'm going to address it again. You're not about that life, so stop acting like it. It's easy to come on here and record something or go live on a live stream and run your mouth, you know what I mean, from the comfort of your home and the safety of your device, being behind your device. If that's a desktop, laptop, iPad, computer, a tablet, whatever the hell it is you're using to record, and either live stream or do a pre-recorded video. But all this bullshit, calling people rats and child molesters and sex offenders and shit like that, man, you definitely got the game fucked up, and you don't know how dangerous with that loose mouth of yours, what the repercussions behind what could happen by being loose-lipped like that.
Yeah, I get it, man, because I know what he's referring to on some stuff, man. There was a period where people fucking were referring to me as found some weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? When it was never nothing even close, man, and just people making assumptions, insinuations, and trying to put jackets. Because I know who he's responding to, man, too, and that person actually apologized to me. So, but I know this is one of the things that he got pissed off about as well, was based upon that, and as well as myself, man. Like, look, sometimes you hear certain things about people, but you have to go by the 5 W's: who, what, where, when, why in life. You know what I'm saying? And when you're transparent about certain things, right, that other people maybe wouldn't want to be transparent about, but you're forthcoming, then that should also give you a little bit of credibility in anything that you're saying. Like, hold on, no, this isn't what happened. Some people like to run off with certain narratives, because it's a narrative that they want to push. They want to stir the pot. They want to create dissension. They want to be a detriment on where you're going with your channel. And so this is the only means that they can have it. Or maybe they personally don't like you, but they're not about that action. They're not about that life. And when they see you, they're going to tuck tail. There's a lot of people like that, man. You know what I'm saying? That people get they get the feeling and misrepresentation of who they may be, and people maybe sometimes believe that, man. But there's a lot of dudes, man. It's just, trust me, there's a lot of people that it's so easy to pull their whole card real quick, and then but people don't really know that behind the scenes, man. You get what I'm saying? They only know what you see from people on certain YouTube channels. This has nothing to do with just the prison genre. This has to do with all these genre channels. It has to do with subscribers. It has to do with all kinds of people, man. So you really got to pay attention, man, and look at what people's ulterior motives are behind things.
This ain't nothing to play with. You call people rats and fucking child molesters and rapists and shit, people can get killed, hurt definitely, but sometimes even killed over shit like this. That's some type of shit that follows people for the rest of their lives. So when you just want to talk out the side of your neck, like a lot of you fucking clowns do, because that's all you guys are, clowns, especially the ones that don't even are just straight up a YouTube character. They won't show their face. They're scared to death. You know what I mean? It's an act of cowardism. You know, run your mouth. You don't show your face. You're behind a fake name, a fake fucking picture. You know what I'm saying? And yet you got such strong opinions about people. You know, when people about really that about their life don't even, you know, the most they'll touch on something is that they don't agree with people giving up their friends or their business partners or whatever the fuck it is. But for some coward ass motherfuckers that ain't nothing more than a YouTube character to always come on here calling people bitches and punks and they'll whip everybody, you know, and then to make some stupid ass statement like, oh, what am I supposed to do? Pull up to California? Well, yeah, if you're going to talk like that, tough guy, pull up to California. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker. Otherwise, keep your mouth shut when it comes to things like that. Yeah.
Amen, amen. I got to totally agree, man. You know, I don't even, like I've said before, I don't like the jaws off, and I haven't had no issues this year. Really, I've kind of just backed away from a lot of the problems because I'm trying to go in a different direction. But that's how I felt, man. That people will really feel so vocal about something instead of trying to fucking, you know, speak on it from a fucking distance and on a YouTube channel, they might as well get to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I went down this path with certain situations, man, and I can sit there and say this, and every situation that I was ever involved in, I was attacked first, or my people were attacked first. It was never me being the fucking person that provoked it. Not one time. Not one time, man. If anybody could tell me where I provoked it, maybe a little bit with Neil Zab. But Neil Zab made comments about the North first that I took fucking kind of personal a little bit. But other than that, I've never been the one to fucking start attacking anybody first and foremost. Now, critique someone in a respectful fashion, yes. But to call people out their names, to be disrespectful, to fucking this and that, nah. If I don't agree with what someone's doing, I have no problem doing a first reaction and critiquing someone. But, you know, so I get where he's coming from. It's like if it's that serious that people have to start slinging dirt and mud, whether some of it's true or not, then fucking go ahead, go about being about it and deal with it. So I 100% agree with what Lou's saying right here. This is a good video, guys.
Talk your shit, but you know there's a line, so to speak a line in the sand that you don't cross. And if you're really a convict and really a gangster and really about that life, that criminality life, then you know not to cross that line in the sand.
Real ones ain't gonna talk about it. They're gonna be about it. They're gonna creep, and they're not gonna let you know when they're coming.
And that's what a lot of these fucking fake ass clowns do constantly. I'm gonna touch more on this. Hopefully, alive soon, maybe tomorrow, Friday. And hopefully I can have Carlos come on and address some things. And shouts out to Nelson. Nelson, enjoy yourself, my brother, and do your thizzle, my nizzle. You feel me? And you know, cats like us, you know, that were really in the trenches, really doing our thing, and to now live the life that we're living, you know, criminal-free life. Speaks volumes. And so I'm proud of each and every one. You know, I'm speaking right now just to my, because this is basically to say, you know, I'm Big Lou, as everybody knows, or Lou. If you don't like to say Big Lou, you want to just say Lou, whatever, it's good. But I represent the No Fly Zone as of right now. I'm the one with the channel right now. The No Fly Zone, the main channel, like I said, is on standby right now because people got other things going on in their lives. They're very busy. So I'm speaking right now as a No Fly Zone Rican, and as the representative of the No Fly Zone Rican. And I want to say that I'm proud of my brothers Nelson and Carlos, from where we were and where we're at now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go ahead and make it broader than that. Everybody else that's out there that used to be a criminal, gangster, a dope pusher, whatever, however you want to call it, but now are living the right way. You know what I'm saying? There's no more of this looking over your.
See, Big Lou told me about the mob genre channel shit's just the fucking same, just as much drama out there sometimes. But not saying I'm having any drama. I'm kind of drama free right now for the moment. But you know, they have a lot of drama on the mob. He's got into
shoulder, you know, always watching the rearview mirror, making sure that the cop make a U-turn, you know, always having to watch your back on people perhaps trying to rob you, things like that, because we know what the streets is all about. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, the difference between us and them is that they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? These people don't get it, and they think that, yeah, this is America. Yeah, you got the right free speech, but keep in mind, there's consequences behind the loose lips, right? And I don't mean loose lips sink ships, but we know that to be true. But what I mean is there's consequences behind action. So in other words, speaking about something is an action, and then depending on what you say, there can be consequences that you will be.
It kind of like reminds me of LeVar Ball. They used to say LeVar Ball, who's Lamar and LaMelo's fucking dad, right? Lonzo and all there, right? Lonzo LaMelo's dad, right? That he could speak shit into existence into truth, whether it was fucking sounded right or not, man, which is true, which is really true.
Held accountable. Now let's get it straight. I'm not pushing for no violence on nobody because I really don't want. I don't want to see that. But people need to realize, man, that they need to zip their fucking mouths, man, because they're just too loose with it. They're too loose with it. These fucking snitch words and rats and and these different type of allegations of weirdo things, is not cool. And just you guys ain't really about shit. Just that simple. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Nobody chases us off of anywhere. Not especially clowns that hide behind a fucking avatar and uses a fake name and fucking and like I said, and I've always said, they're nothing more than a YouTube character. You know what I'm saying? We're the same people that on screen as we are off screen. And a lot of you out there know exactly what I mean.
I've met up with Big Lou a few times, and he'll tell you I'm the same way, man. I'll be out there like wherever.
Because you spoke to us on the phone. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can play dumb if you want. And it's all good in Hollywood because, to be honest with you, you really wasn't for us anyways. You really didn't have our back like that anyways. And if you say, oh shit, who's he talking to, me? If you think so, then probably. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. So this is a little video, a couple minute video I wanted to touch on. Again, shouts out to Carlos, my brothers Carlos Muniz and Nelson Pad 51. Or actually Nelson Pad 52. And good luck out there, Nelson, what you're taking care of right now. And again, shouts out to my brothers Nelson and Carlos for stepping up their game, man, and becoming the people that we were intended to be, not criminals. You know what I'm saying? And that goes out to everybody else as well. With that being said, Big Lou tapping on out.
Let me get this screen, guys. Let me get rid of Big Lou real quick right here. So yeah, man. Big Lou, man. Shouts out to Big Lou. He was talking also to the prison janitor too, man, because he told me, his feelings on certain things. And I will say this, man. Big Lou, man, when there was some issues about me fucking going hard, man, come like at the end of the year, he's one of the ones that came and had my back, man. The very few people that said that wasn't afraid to come out and say a few things about certain things, man, which I will truly always appreciate. And I'm glad we're able to move past a lot of the past drama, and I'm kind of drama free for the moment. I'm gonna try to remain drama free. But Big Lou's a real one, man. He says he spoke his mind, and he's not the type that wants to be involved in any type of drama, but he's gonna do what's right, man. And that's what I experienced with him at the end of the year. He came out vocally for me a few times on some stuff, man, and wasn't afraid to say it. And that's the kind of person I am, and that's the kind of people I like to fuck with. There's some people that they're solid, they understand things, but then they don't want to be caught up in the drama. And if you know anything about our teachings, it's standing forth for the people, right or wrong, is what you're always supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, tap into what to do with Big Lou. I'm gonna put it in the description, man. Hope everybody has a positive day. I hope you guys enjoyed this little 9-minute spiel. Check out all his other content. He did one on Sundown as well, and a couple other things. But he knows Sundown particularly on an individual level. I think the first time I met him was with Sundown, as a matter of fact. But we had been talking before that. That's actually Sundown's actually the one that put me in contact with Lou, man. So you guys all have a positive, productive day. Keep shining. You know what I mean? I got some stuff coming on Conference Perspective pretty soon as well today. And Real Talk with Flacco as always. I'm gone.